understand what I'm saying? So
Speaking of culture, we a few days ago, Tekashi 6ix9ine was on the Breakfast Club, and as you know, he's been saying that he's the king of New York. Now, with the resume that y'all have, how do y'all feel about Tekashi 6ix9ine? You know
Nah,
that.
shout out to Tekashi.
Yeah,
He's supposed
he's
to.
smart. He's doing what he's supposed
he's
to
doing
do.
what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to feel like the king. He's supposed to.
Absolutely.
And he's doing the numbers. And let me make that clear too. I feel like we are hard on the next generation. They might not go about things organically the right way. I mean, I feel like a lot of the tradition, how we were brought up, is different. You know, with these young guys not really respecting the OGs or paying homage to the.
Well, there's no more OGs from this time. It's just everybody just making money, thinking they bosses because of it. No structure.
Tekashi, shout out to him. He's supposed to feel like he's the king. Because he got a will that to life. There's no other way he's gonna be super successful, be the king if he doesn't.
But he kind of told us in that interview what he's doing. He's doing exactly what I said. He's figuring out how to stand out in an oversaturated market. And Howard Stern said it. Bad publicity, good publicity is still publicity.
Right.
He said if he had 3 million followers, 1 million followed him because they loved him. The other 2 million followed him because they hated him and they wanted to hear what he would say next to hate him some more.
Right.
So I think he's kind of following that Howard Stern structure, and he's creating a lot. I hope he stays safe through it, because for him, I think this is just marketing.
Right.
I don't think that, you know, I'm not saying that he didn't come from the streets or he didn't live that lifestyle or whatever, but I don't think he's really
coming for his head.
Yeah, I don't think he really came in the sense, because he said it. I could say what I want, but I don't put my hands on people.
Right.
So that alone was enough to let you know, like, we come from hip hop where it's shit talk. So why you want to take it to something else? Take it back to music. And when he said that, he said a lot without saying it. You know,
Right.
so I think he understood that good publicity, bad publicity, it's still going to get you elevated fast. And the sad thing about it is negativity manifests a lot faster than positivity.
Yeah, and that is the sad thing. But let's take it to a lighter note. How did y'all get Bright? What was that like to do that? Like, what was that phone call like? Because I would have been like, for real! I was all right!
So pretty much, the interesting thing is we are with a music supervisor. Three companies now. So what they do is pretty much, all right, so this part of the game, the publishing game with the TV, is like, it's not as easy to get into. It's pretty much dominated by the.
That's huge. Like, y'all too laid back for me.
Nah, it's extremely hard to get into.
Huge,
so,
right?
so they pretty much.
I'd be crazy for y'all.
We did a MTV. We did something for MTV today. They took today, as a matter of fact.
Y'all also did the music for Viceland for Spike Lee.
Man,
Jesus
we did over 200. That's light. Like, we did over 200.
Y'all my new best friends. Like, we gonna start hanging out every weekend.
But they send out
and it's gonna be lit. Watch.
They send out these what they looking for what, you know, whether it's Netflix, a Hulu commercial, or whatever we got to score, we score. A6. Oh yeah, shout out to A6. We doing a whole A6
Their new
commercial.
campaign. That commercial is Brook Brovas. So when you see it on TV and you hear them drums and everything, that's our commercial.
Yeah, we
Jesus Christ, y'all.
So it's a whole bunch. We doing it. We dominating TV. I could just say that. It's just
that's really dope, because not a lot of producers can say that. Like, it's so many producers out here. They'll produce a hit and it's like you said, fly by night, and the career is over, and the longevity is crazy with y'all. I have to ask, who is your top 5s dead or alive? And it could be either artists or producers, or artist/producers.
Do I get a 5 too?
Yeah, you can get a 5. Because to be able to manage this,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's dope. And, you know, I had to have you first, and up as the individual. This is the woman behind this. She's always the fucking woman, a black woman. You see that?
Cooler.
That's black, beautiful, excellence, dominance, everything.
Right.
When Puffy be posting that Black Panther, that's
so
really
definitely
her.
one of my
You
top 5
don't
that
even
are
know
alive.
that yet. But yeah. So, like, and what I was saying, like, you had me
Top
caught
five?
up.
Top 5.
Yes, top 5s,
right.
dead or alive.
So for rap is definitely Jada Kiss, Big L, Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas.
I forgot to fucking tell you you can't do that. All right, I forgot to tell you can't do that. I was so wrapped up because you can't say Biggie, Jay. That's like
They don't count.
typical. They don't count it.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, asking that question is never the top two. It's always the bottom three that let me know who you are.
Yeah.
The real artist or the real listener. Because everybody says that, but like they always say like something else.
Well,
we be like, for real, really?
You
why?
gotta say why though.
I'm gonna tell you why because
we defer on our top one.
Which one was that?
You know, Tupac is number one for me.
Oh yeah, she like Pac. Shout out to Pac. Pac was good too.
Right, his sexy ass. That was my first husband, but then he died, so I had to like.
Oh, so I gotta give you outside of Biggie, Jay-Z.
Yeah, give me outside of that.
I said Big L.
Yes.
It's definitely Jadakiss. I would definitely have to put Joe Buttons, Royce the 5'9".
Okay, people don't say that.
Yeah, Royce the 5'9".
I like Joe. Joe is like a fucking.
Joe is definitely great.
Yeah.
And Pusha T. I think Pusha
T too, and he's a fucking genius too.
Right.
That I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's Pusha T. People don't even know that. So, yeah. So why Joe Buttons? Because that's a new one. Nobody never says that.
It's the passion and the pain that he put in the music, man, and his messages. You understand? I feel like
or Royce.
I feel like Joe. Yeah, a lot of these guys they give you them. Yeah. You know, it's no fabrication in their stories and no holes in their story. They're giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? On record, it's not always about popping bottles. It's about facing addiction. It's about contemplating suicide. It's about really, you know, being on the verge of losing it because you know you don't know how to deal with fame and stuff like that. I love that type of artistry, man. That's real art.
And I must admit, he is a great lyricist. The whole Slaughterhouse team. Shout out to Joel Ortiz.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them. So I was just in the 5, but I got a whole bunch of.
Give me 2 more, and then we'll move on. Cause you did give me 5 already. Just give me. I'm curious about 2 more.
We can't say DMX though, because
he's
an elite.
But he's mine, so.
But all right, but he an elite though. He in that elite circle.
No, he's not actually. I'm not gonna put him there because this year. No, he is. Wait, hold on. Let me back up. Hold on, because y'all sound like y'all want to fight. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that. Please don't take my fucking hat off. He is a part of there. Right. But normally when you ask that question, you never hear DMX up until a few months. Right or wrong, engineer? Up until a few months. Yo, I kid you not. Like I said, I've been doing this show for a year. Even before the show, I've been in this lifestyle. I've never heard so many people say DMX up until 4 months.
Really?
And it was every artist that we had in here. Yes. Every week, consistently DMX. Shout out to DMX. And I'm not saying he's not that artist, because he was. He was very dope, very lyricist. I don't want, because y'all be sounding like y'all want to fight when I be saying that shit. Don't calm down, right? Calm down. I'm not saying he's not that. It's just you don't hear it up until recent. Right. Up until recent, people giving him his props as top 5 dead alive. You wasn't hearing that shit before.
All right, so if we gonna put him in the elite, my other 2 is definitely the underrated but rated MCs for me is Spado from Major Figures and Ludacris. I feel like they don't get the credit that they deserve.
Another one of mine.
I like later Luda.
Right.
I don't know, for some reason I don't like early Luda. It's too animated.
I mean, it was you had to embrace the culture. So something, you know, that's the South. He had to give you a, you know, he was spitting for a Southern. These guys was jumping around and just in the part. He was really spitting like him and Pusha really held down. And T.O.N.Y, certain other Jeezy, they definitely gave you content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In their culture, that's not really their culture. You know what I'm saying? But they keeping our East Coast flavor alive. Rick Ross, shout out to all of them.
Yeah, I love Rick Ross.
They really keeping it alive on the East Coast.
That Maybach sound, I loved it. I still love it. So what's yours?
So everybody know Pac is number 1 for me, and since I can't name him, but it was Pac revolutionized rap in so many ways by working with people like Phil Collins, doing he started the rock. You know what I'm saying? Crossovers. He made it big. It don't matter. He made it big for Jay-Z to do Encore. He wouldn't have thought that way if it wasn't for Pac. Anyhow, because we always have this.
That's
argument.
A good debate, though.
We always have this.
We need to talk about that shit next Wednesday.
we always have that argument.
Rap and rock. Who did it
rap
better?
Rap and rock. Yeah, definitely. So, but if we're gonna remove the Pac and the Biggie, because that's the one in the number 2. I love Jadakiss. I love Jadakiss. I love his wittiness. I love his voice. I love his performance. I love the effortlessness that comes with it. I love Jadakiss. I love DMX. I love the storyteller. I can paint a picture, close my eyes, and see the video. As a matter of fact, shout out to Celeb, Cooler Celeb. He was one of our artists, and I felt he would have been one of the best in our time. And when I always tell people, even singers, think about DMX when you perform, because DMX gave you theater in that booth.
He makes you want to punch somebody in the face and then cry and pray for him in the same breath.
That's a fact. But the fact that he can invoke those emotions in you
yeah.
is what you want to be able to do in that booth. You want to be able to move people one way or another. So DMX is definitely number 2 for me. Eminem is number 3 for me.
Royce.
Yeah, Eminem Royce is one of my top. I see them eyes got closer.
I say Royce.
Eminem is definitely in my top 5, dead or alive.
Each his own.
I love Marshall Mathers. I feel like there's been a lot of, because he's white, he gets a lot of flack. Yes, he did things that black people couldn't do, like I'm Slim Shady and this, that, and the other. But I also feel like if you really listen to his lyrical content, those punchlines, those metaphors, I don't care what color you are, M is chewing niggas up out here. At the end of 8 Mile, they had him freestyle against the top 3 in the crowd, and he ate everybody in Detroit. And they took the top 3 nicest in Detroit.
Not Royce.
We
know that.
We defer with Royce too. I listen to Royce music.
Eminem already admitted that though.
Eminem can say what he want. He could be humble. He gotta be humble. At this point, nobody wanted to take him on because he was a white hardcore rapper from Detroit. Eminem is number 3 for me. Eminem is number 3 for me.
We gotta talk about that some more next week.
Number 4 is actually a producer, and it's Brian Michael Cox.
Okay.
He's a songwriter and a producer, and he's ridiculously talented to the point where
he's a god, man. He's a god.
It does not limit. Like, this guy is. I be on his live, and I be like, hello, but he don't. I know he see me because he be looking. I'm like, there's only 3 of us in here. Hello, you know what I'm saying? I know you see me. I'm coming for you. Make sure you remember my face. So I love Brian Michael Cox. I love his energy. I love what he puts into his music. I love his creativity and his talent. And number 5. Dead or alive, I love Andre 3000, man.
Wow! Shout out to the fellow Gemini. I'm a Gemini too.
Yeah. I think
he
Andre
is dope though.
Another level
Aquemini sold me on him. Cadillac, the first stuff, I kind of like it too. But something about that Aquemini album.
Yeah,
really...
Andre different, man, but he's nice. He's a bit limitless.
Are you all right over there? You look like you wanna.
Nah, I'm a little under. I'm good though.
Oh, okay. I'm like, hold on, are you all right over there?
I'm definitely good.
You twitching a little bit.
I'm
It's a little
good.
bit discomfort there.
No, I'm great.
Okay. So why Andre 3000?
I love his lyrical ability as well, and I love his uniqueness within it. I don't think that Andre sounds like anybody or does anything that anyone else does, from the perms to the shake it like a Polaroid picture. But I feel like he brings it with every song, no matter how pop someone may think it is. If you listen to his lyrical content, he never gives up. He never gives you watered down stuff. I think Andre coming out with the stuff, or the name of the group, him and Big Boy, Outkast. I think the music that they did opened up the door for pop rap. And I feel like it opened up the door, but it let some shit in that it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It might have been the gateway to the fuckery we be seeing
that's
now.
what I think it was. I think it just kept going. There was no end to that black, the Big Bang Theory.
Right? And what are yours?
Well, me, I don't really have top. That's why I let them, they know that though. Like, I don't have.
Is nobody like growing up?
Well,
I have there's people that I've had influences from. But there's no one I don't have like a top, because I literally the span of music I listen to is
all right. So
it doesn't. But the people I've been influenced by.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say that. So who?
Well, just for production though, it's Timbaland.
Okay.
It's Timbaland, Brian Michael,
Cox.
Yeah, Danger. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Michael and Dark Child.
Dark Child, that's dope.
So those three.
What was your favorite Dark Child production that had you like, oh my god, like jumping out the window when you heard the track come on?
I mean, it was a lot of them. Like just because once I found out he was doing pop, pop also, like he was going across genres. Like R&B, like even like all the Brandy stuff he was doing.
Get out my mind, because I was like, I love what he did with Brandy. I
I'm about to tell you,
I
the
love
entire-
Brandy because of
entire
Dark
Brandy
Child.
albums, like he was going nuts on those
Yeah,
things.
And then,
like
you
if
know-
they was fucking, like he was giving her tracks, boy, like sitting on top of the world. What that? Heavy in there, like yeah.
Yeah, nah, that, but I mean,
And she sang better too on Dark Child. Like I don't know, right?
He
like
was in there like helping, like vocally produce. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
a
definitely
musician.
was
Like he's
producing,
he's really producing records. So that's the difference between a beat maker.
A beat maker and a producer.
Brian Michael Cox, Dark Child, Timbaland. These guys are composers, man. They get in there with the artists and really get down to the
Nitty-gritty of
the
it.
vocal arrangement, to the ad libs of the song, to the beat. They go all the way.
Which
with
we
the
do
artists.
as well at Brook Brothers.
definitely.
yeah, we produce. We don't just make
that
beats.
was gonna be my next question. What sets you apart from everybody else, especially your peers, people that would? I mean, I know Timbaland and all these other, and especially with the caliber of artists that you work with, but the producers that's out there now, starting to make noise. Like what's his name? That produced some of Cardi's track, but what's the other guy's name? With the dreads?
Swift, is it?
Swift.
Swift on Demand.
Yeah, Swift on Demand and those type of producers that's really getting buzz now. Like, what stands y'all apart from them? Not trying to compare y'all. I'm not trying to start no beef, but I'm
salute
just
to all
saying.
the producers. I just feel like for Brook Brothers, all the way across the board, I feel like we bring a level of musicality that's, untapped or unheard of. I really think we have a real crazy extensive catalog. There's
Y'all do.
producers that do certain things and specialize in certain things. I think all the way across the board we improve, from television scoring all the way down to rap, hip hop to boom bap. I think we've really got it all covered and really placed some great records with some artists in all of these genres. And soon, the world gonna see again when we reactivate this whole situation. And
Yeah,
that's for me.
Yeah, even like not so much that really by setting us apart, but just really trying to be a production company that offers more than an average production company. So that's why,
Right.
like, even dealing with production, with music, like he said, that we really cover all genres. Like when we say it to people, generally they say, "Oh, so you do pop, R&B, and rap?" We're like, "No, we do like all
Country.
EDM,
Music.
Country,
Just be like, I would do music.
folk
video
music.
games, TV.
Yeah,
And
like,
Afrobeat is
everything.
really coming
Yeah.
popping
Listen,
now.
I mean, well,
Afrobeat.
all of that is our culture, so it's not like
Yeah.
we're not doing it because that's popping now. Let's get on it. Nah, this is who we are. Like first, then we start doing it because that's our blood. Then we grew up listening to these things, so that's why we're even able to have this extensive level of music. And then so once we start producing, we want to produce things that sound like this is what they do, not like it sound they're trying to do that. It's like some rap dudes trying to do some soca or some, we want it to be like when they hear it, it's like, they must be soca producers, they must be dancehall producers, or they rock. That's how genuine and authentic we want it to sound.
Right.
And then when they hear that we cover so many different things and it sounds like that's all we do, that's when we know we've made it. Like that's the kind of success we want to bring to our business.
Facts.
Well, before we wrap it up, I got like 2 more questions. I got more, but it's just like, ugh. All right. So y'all covered a lot, like from the artists to on TV, movie scores.
And we got DJs too.
And
Sorry.
look at
Shout
that,
out to one of our
DJs.
DJs, Bin Laden, Brook
Hi,
Brothers
Bin
official
Laden.
DJ. Bin Laden, not Bin.
So I was about to say,
And
I
DJ
don't want no problems, But with all of that, what would y'all like? What do y'all feel like y'all haven't done yet that y'all would like to explore?
Go platinum and get the credit.
You know what? It's just really, it's really physically putting them plaques on the wall and having the Grammy in the hand, as well as really just going down with the greats. Like when you think about producers, like really, really great producers, like he just named, and the ones you don't, like a Easy Mo B, Track Masters, DJ Scratch. I just want us, when they say Brook Brothers, like we really go down in history in all genres. Like if people are collecting awards in pop, EDM, we just collect awards for every genre. So we go down in history.
This is a special episode of Unsung Heroes here. I feel like I had a unsung special edition. This is the type of people that we miss. I mean, I'm joking, but it's not funny. Right. Like, A lot of people, even I remember French Montana. What the hell is that song that was so dope? I don't even know the song, but he couldn't even name the producer who produced that track.
Yeah.
Unforgettable.
It
And you
happens
see
a
how
lot.
major that song
Yeah,
was?
it happens a lot in
And
this
he
industry,
couldn't
man.
tell you who the fuck produced that track.
It happens
He
a lot.
just got up on it and it fucking went. It hit. It was
Yep.
like number one. It was
Yep.
on in every club, on the radio, everything. And he
Happens
could
every
not
day,
name
B.
the geniuses. And honestly, I don't think it would have been hot like that without that fucking
Yeah, it was
beat.
that beat that got
That
you.
beat
Yeah,
killed
Yeah,
it.
was
It
that
had
beat
you
that
ready to
got
pop
you.
that booty.
Yeah,
like,
it was that beat that picked
had
you
you
up out that
ready.
chair.
Yeah, it gave you that vibe. And I always say that it's okay. The artist is fine, but I think the producer can make the artist. Because we was even talking about it just now. Brandy sounded incredible when she was with Dark Child. Her voice, everything like that. Do y'all ever think about doing artist development as well? Because that's missing
No,
in the
absolutely.
industry.
No,
You know, people
absolutely.
come on, and I even had guests come on the show and haven't never been on the interview, or know how to talk on the interview. Even though I could be crazy or whatever, but still have that poise, and
That
they
was
don't know
actually
what to
a service
say.
that I offered was artist development,
Yeah, she
and I
did.
just recently started it back with 2 artists, one in Jacksonville, Bronze Goddess, and one out here from Astoria, Jasmine. So I actually had the same aha moment that you had, and I said I'm gonna take 2 on. I ain't gonna take more than 2 because I got other things going on, but it's been going really well from the beginning to I had to delete like their whole Instagram and set up photo shoots and the quality of music that's putting out, go back and forth with this is what you'll answer this way because you're telling me what you want to say, but sometimes they get there, they can't articulate it. So we do mock interviews and stuff like that. And yeah, I actually offered that service a few times and I just started it back.
That's
I got
dope.
my
I
2 clients.
feel like handling rappers the same way. I just feel like with me, it's just a genuine thing that I do with the art. I naturally go into artist development mode because before even production, I passed on 2 deals with RCA and Atlantic as a rap artist. You know what I'm saying? And um, when I get into the studio with artists, I naturally just have to fix ad libs or tell them how to, put certain inflections on your voice. Pause right here on the record. I get into that mode naturally. So it's like artist development always kind of comes with the production package because we produced all the way to the end of the record. We just don't run the beat or have the engineer doing just sit there and watch. We have to get involved, be hands-on because this is what you present to the world, especially if our name is on it, gotta be
Yeah.
A1. So we always super hands-on with any artist that from rapper, singer, songwriter, we just develop from top to bottom.
All right, and there you have it, y'all. Brook Brothers was definitely in the building.
sir. Thanks for
Before
having us.
we leave, is there anybody or anything you would like to say or give shout outs to? And also, after you say that, I want everybody to for those that's watching, where they can find you, your Instagram, websites,
Yeah,
if they need a
definitely.
track, who to hit, holla at.
It's definitely just www.brookbrovas, BROOK, V as in Victor, A as in Apple, Z as in Zebra.com. Has all of our social media handles on it, every one of us up here all the way across the board.
Okay, and is there anything you would like to tell the upcoming producers out there?
Just stay down until you come up, man. You understand? Stay honorable. Stay true to your craft, and you'll get a lot of no's before you get one yes. When you do what you love, it never feels like work. Just keep doing what you
Absolutely.
love.
Yeah.
Can I have a sidebar question just because it came into my mind? Who's the next artist that you haven't worked with yet that you would love to get your hands on?
I ain't gonna lie. On the R&B side, it'll probably be Breezy.
Chris Brown?
Like
Chris
really,
Brown,
really,
definitely.
really get in there and really work with boy. On a rap side, like Kiss, any one of the elites, man, like Jada, Fab, you know what I'm saying, Nas, like to really get in there and cook up with them, it'd be a dream of ours to really do it, because we really be next to a lot of these people. It's just really solidifying the deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's coming though. I
You
already
never
it's
know.
coming.
With a
It's
bottle
coming.
of
It's
rosé,
coming.
It might could work, right?
Definitely
That's
coming.
how things happen. Bottle rose, y'all talking shit. Oh, come with me, I'm at the party. There's gonna be mad bitches. No bitches, but then you have a studio section. You
That's
play
a
the
fact.
beat,
That's a
right?
fact. That's how
That
it
always
goes.
happens like that.
One of the goals that we want to have that we spoke about is we want to be able to build the next biggest artist from the ground up. So not something somebody else did, but to show our full potential from beginning to end and build a platinum artist that no one ever heard of. That's definitely one of the production and team goals. So shout out to Bronze Goddess, shout out to Jasmine.
Like the
and we'll be the next one.
Frankenstein
Right.
type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, we want to
that's
build
what-
somebody
that's-
from the ground up. And
That's when you really see someone's credentials. Is
yeah,
when,
yeah.
Right.
yeah,
No
working with
cosign,
stars
nothing.
is one thing, but creating one, that's when you're solidified. Well, as far as in the industry, and that's where we really want to be
Right.
certified as in the industry, like amongst those peers. Of course, like like consumers and fans, things like that. But they're not gonna really care that you built someone. They're just gonna be like, oh, that's hot, we're gonna buy it. But the industry will understand, oh, we need those services because these guys are certified. You created a star, you have what it takes. So it's like we won't have to. It'll be a little easier to kind of make those connections at that point. So that's where you want to get to creating.
That's dope. I think today was an incredible, amazing interview.
Thank you.
It was an incredible, amazing show. I am honored. And you know what made this even doper? Because last week when we canceled, it wasn't my fault or you guys' fault. And the fact that even with your background and your history, y'all still had the decency to still show up today and provide me with your time. And I tried my best to make the best of it, to make sure that you had a dope ass interview, and I hope I did my job. But I am blessed that y'all here today and that gave me the time of day to even explore your world. This is a glimpse. And you have the event Friday be coming out too.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so let them know what it's about and to pop out and get the ticket and
so
all of that.
You can go to Eventbrite. I may have to shut the event down because not stop it, shut down the tickets because I'm at 115 people in the building. I'm so grateful. I couldn't have had expected such a fantastic response for my first event like this, and people are still rolling in. I tried to tell some of y'all get your tickets early because I'm gonna have to close it out. So we're at 115 people in the building, and I'm trying not to get to 200 because it'll be a quick 40 people a day buy their tickets the day of and the day before. So if you haven't gotten your ticket already, it's on Eventbrite, changing the world one woman at a time. Get it tonight.
Click the link in her bio.
Click the link in my bio. Chloe Love, CLOELUV.
And this is the last week of Women's Month, so we need to go finish this month off strong. This is a perfect way to end this month with a strong boisterous in the building, doing major things. Brothers, men, kings out here doing big things out here, and I'm proud to salute y'all.
Bless Queen, we appreciate you.
Yeah, and we up off this. Let's get into some more Brook Brothers on our way up or out of here. Yeah, thank y'all for coming. See y'all next week. Yeah. Wow.